and Nigeria have battled it out for bragging rights across sectors: football, music, and of course, the unending jollof war.
I'm a Nigerian, but I love Ghana jollof.
When I go to Ghana, my friend's wife, she makes this crazy Ghana jollof.
In TV3's latest feature, Ghana versus Niger, Komla Adom highlights what has become more than just a rivalry between the two countries.
Who remembers Sarkodie being in Nigeria? But ask them, who remembers Jim I coming to Ghana? Everywhere was just all over social media.
Ghana versus Niger, a rivalry transcending decades.
Ghana has been faithful for me, it's been peaceful to me, it's giving me wife, it's giving me children.
Airs on TV3 and across all social media platforms on TV3 Ghana.
What does it really take to be Ghana's strongest man? Is it the man who can lift the most, grip, and hold the longest?
Don't drop it! Don't drop it!
Or carry the heaviest and run the fastest?
Gani! Masi!
Don't fall!
The search for Ghana's strongest is up again after Shaka Zulu swept all aside to claim the belt in the Champion of Champions edition. The time has come for the strongest man in the land to emerge once again in a fierce battle of strength. Auditions are open on the 31st of March at the Tamale Library Park, on the 2nd of April, Kumasi Jubilee Park. Takrady auditions will go down on the 4th of April at the Takrady Polytechnic Park, and finally the Accra auditions will go down on the 9th of April 2022 at the Achimota Mall. Time for all auditions is 9 a.m. sharp. Registration is a cool 50 Ghana cedis.
24! 25! What are we seeing here?
Ghana's strongest, the power to do.
Welcome back. It's TV3Newday. Always thank you to Sonar Fashions in Tamale for my outfit. 0246 590 162. Again, 0246 590 162 is in Kuko in Tamale, but they deliver across the world. Happy birthday also to W1 Jikuno Precious. He is the boss man, or if you like, the band W for the Forces Pay Regiment band, the Funky Millionaires at Bema Camp. Happy birthday to you, W. I'm sure on Friday something special will happen. And also to Mercy DeBoards. This is from Komlak Luce. Said you're celebrating your birthday today. Happy birthday. If it's yours as well, happy birthday to you. I wish you long life and prosperity, and may God fulfill all your heart desires for you. But there's something special coming at you. Like last week we told you, and you enjoyed the Forgotten Constituency documentary. We're bringing you another one ahead of the World Cup qualifiers, Ghana versus Niger, put together by Komla Adom and, of course, edited and supervised by Roland Walker, who's our features editor here at Media Channel. Roland is joining me in studio, but first, take a look at the promo.
Fighting dangerously, Ghana have opened the scoring.
It is a rivalry that goes beyond football.
It was Lagos town those days. So when the aliens comprised order came, they sold all their buildings.
Since the mass exodus in the aliens expulsion in 1983, Ghana and Nigeria have battled it out for bragging rights across sectors: football, music, and of course, the unending jollof war.
I'm a Nigerian, but I love Ghana jollof.
When I go to Ghana, my friend's wife, she makes this crazy Ghana jollof.
In TV3's latest feature, Ghana versus Niger, Komla Adom highlights what has become more than just a rivalry between the two countries.
Who remembers Sarkodie being in Nigeria? But ask them, who remembers Jim I coming to Ghana? Everywhere was just all over social media.
Ghana versus Niger, a rivalry transcending decades.
Ghana has been faithful for me. It's been peaceful to me. It's giving me wife. It's giving me children.
Airs on TV3 and across all social media platforms on TV3 Ghana.
So that's what to look forward to tomorrow. Roland is here. Good morning. How you doing?
Chaladeo, how are you?
Ade for you.
Yeah.
I hope you are not saying A.
Hey! Breaking that.
Hey, but why do you want to set a fight literally between Ghana and Nigeria?
Well, it's basically because we've always been brothers, but at the same time, fierce opponent, either because we have similarity in culture, in many of the things traceable to language, and then in the modern times, the way we live. But in sports, especially in football, it's a big deal.
Right.
But the reality is that if we have to compare Ghana to Nigeria, we dwarf in that comparison to Nigeria. But that relationship has transcended decades, and that is why Ghana versus Nigeria or Ghana versus Niger, a rivalry transcending decades, has become the title for this documentary that I'll be showing at 9 p.m. Look, Ghana has a population, we're told, in excess 31 million. Okay. Right. Nigeria, based on their 2020 estimation, is around 206, growing at a certain percentage, and so now it's... but you can find Nigerians everywhere in every region in Ghana. We have a lot in common because they contribute to our trade and commerce. But this thing about football brings all of us together, not in the strictest of sense of being rivals, but also some level of camaraderie that we all tend to enjoy. For example, I'm a worshipper at Winners Chapel International. David Oyedepo is the boss based in Nigeria. And we've had a lot of Ghanaians tend to adopt the way even Nigerians sing. Just look at the latest from Kelvin Boy, Kamido. So there's a certain sense of rivalry, but at the same time picking a lot of things from each other. Amachidede, Kofi Sami, Abriche Kofi Sami,
J. Adolfo,
all of them went to Nigeria within those days, and they contributed to that society. They also contributed to our society. What we want to do in this documentary is take a look at the socio-economic life beyond football, but also bring closer what the relationship is to our audience based on how we live with our Nigerian brothers and sisters.
At what point did we start this comparison? Because that Jollof war has never ended. I mean, you had two Nigerians in there, one a musician, one we found on the streets, talking about how special Ghanaian Jollof is. But that Jollof war never ends. At what point did we start this comparison?
When we had the influx of a lot of Nigerians who were now enjoying a lot of life, of affluence, having a stake in our housing industry, in our business, in our trade and commerce, in the upper class or upper echelons of our society, then it brought to the fore what also the ordinary Ghanaians and then the ordinary Nigerians were enjoying. Because they come here, they share food. We go there, we share their food.
Right.
But the relationship with our jollof is because the way we prepare it's a bit different.
Okay.
The way the food, in terms of how we share the ingredients we use, even though similar, but the taste is different.
It is.
And because also we've shared music and we've had great icons from both countries, giving testimony to how sometimes controversially our jollof is better than their own,
jollof, right?
It's made the conversation a bit bigger and easier for all of us to have. And that is why it's become an ending debate. An ending debate that is also going to transition into the unending debate about whether the Nigerians with over 200 million, how stuck they always are on the football field, are not able always to beat the Ghanaians who are smaller in nature, etc., on the field.
Interesting. Let's go to music now. Trace from E.T. Mensah and his Tempos Band, Kim Bruce and his Black Beat Band, Ramblers International Band, Jerry Hansen, trace down to Sir Victor Waifo, Fela Nicola Pokuti, and all those giants who were there. There seems to be some kind of semblance in the music we play. Even high life is also a point of rivalry. Did you capture that?
Yeah, that was also looked at. Because there's a great musicologist, professor of music, Professor Collins, who taught, even married a Ghanaian, and has written copiously about how high life has been a spread of music originating from Ghana but across West Africa. And you can find in present day rhythms and the tone and the structure of the music engineering in the musicians all across the countries of Nigeria. You have Togo, Benin, and then Ghana, even in what they call the Afrobeats. So there's the basic Kiti, Adowa, Panlogo sounds that you find in every music, whether it's the modern music, etc. And that has also been captured. Look, the only thing that helps Nigeria is their population. That is why you have somebody like Davido, his rival Wizkid, able to fill the O2 Arena. And if we want to have a bragging right, we go to the O2 Indigo, which just takes around 2,000 population, whilst the O2 Arena, the Nigerians are able to fill with 20,000, in excess 40,000. The Nigerians also are very adventurous. We have certain adventurous populations within our setup as well. And so we tend to intermix in the diaspora, while now Ghana has become the mainstay for all of us. You have a lot of Nigerians in every community. You go to Tiptoe Lane. The last time I was doing a documentary on E11.
That's right.
Many of the traders that I spoke to really were from Nigeria. They are the heart or the center of supplies, the importation of electricals, everything that you can find.
We'll come to as to whether or not they can do, for example, retail business according to the GIPC law. But AJ, it's Ghana versus Niger, or Nigeria. So let's keep it that way so that it sticks in the minds of people. And now let's look at trade. I remember that sometime in the 80s, we had the Apollo incident where Nigerians were asked to go, and then we also were asked to come back. I remember that under Madame Hannah Tete, a similar thing happened. You know, people's shops were closed, they were asked to leave and all of that. That rivalry as well, even though we belong to the sub-regional body, ECOWAS, seems to also be present there, where now you find, even though GIPC law says don't do retail business, it's for locals, you have a lot of Nigerians and other nationals doing that. From where you sit as features editor, what should be the looking forward agenda?
I think we need to have some level of amalgamation of what the structure of business should be. If we're West Africans, then it also means that we need to have a certain conversation about people who live with us, because we seem to have very porous borders. Even though we have a very complicit, well-structured official border, because we have very much unmanned areas along the border posts, we have a lot of West Africans coming in. The Nigerians have had a lot of infiltration into our borders, not passing through the main airport, but the land borders or the informal borders, because they have the biggest population in West Africa. They have the highest unemployment population in West Africa. And they are looking for foray. They want greener pasture. If they can't go abroad, within Europe, Asia, etc. They would want to first start in West Africa, and that will be Ghana, because we have a certain linkage in language, culture, and it's easier for all of us to be able to eat amala, agushi, and if it's pounded yam, you know. So if you're a Ghanaian, you can substitute it with pounded yam instead of fufu, you know. Right. So that is it. Look, in 1969, when we had the Aliens Compliance Order, and on all the things that had happened, apparently for 100 years, we'd had Nigerians come to Ghana, especially those from northern part of Nigeria, the Kotokolis, the Hausas, the Yorubas, the Igbos, the Zamamres, then down south you have all of them. all setting up small retail businesses in Ghana. Now, if we have a present law that says that a foreigner cannot do retail business, but we have compatriots from the West African sub-region who are deemed to be aliens or foreigners, they also form part of that category. But at what point in time do we have to strictly enforce that law?
Right.
And then make sure that there's some level of communal living? Because Nigerians are renting homes. They are buying homes. They are even building homes in Ghana, owning them. Because if you want to fly to Nigeria, it's just about 45 minutes.
That's right.
45 minutes will take you maybe to Tamale. So Lagos is just...
Kumasi as well.
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, 25 minutes depends on, or 30 minutes depends on which other flight you. But the reality is that if you look at the distance, apart from the international crossings that we have, going to Lagos is just like from here to maybe Tamale.
We are closer together.
So that is why we need to have a bigger conversation on that part of trade.
If we're closer together, for example, Nigeria imports salt to refine its oil. Ghana imports a lot of finished oil products or petroleum products. Why can't we dig our salt from Songo, cross over and have Nigeria use it for their refinery? And then we can get fuel at a cheaper rate, given the distance, conversation that we just had. Because we seem too far apart, even though we're close.
Yes, and that is why we always have had the phrase being the description for the two countries. We are brothers and sisters. They are smaller brothers and sisters. They are bigger brothers and sisters. But I think that if you come to West Africa, it is the leadership of the two countries apparently that need to lead that conversation. If we had a lot of conversation at that top level, then we'll have a lot of things in common. Because right now you'll find that the Nigerian trading space doesn't give a lot of room for Ghanaians.
That's right.
But when Ghanaians are able to penetrate, and we've had some of the big companies like Casapreco, etc., because of some great alcoholic beverages they undertake, able to penetrate the market, because the taste of the tongue for all West Africans are the same.
Is one.
So it's a conversation that I believe that has to come from the top echelons of leadership of the two countries, that we have a lot in common and we can share a lot of trade together.
What do you say to those who say the Nigerian brothers are taking all our girls away, like Akablesa?
Because they have a lot of money.
Oh, it's the money.
Yes, it's the money,
not the love.
Well, the Indians marry without love, and then love or responsibility tends to develop in the marriage in the course of time.
Right.
So you can
because
have
they do a lot of music for you. And music for your dancing feet.
Well, because I watch a lot of India movies, yeah. So maybe you want to tease me with that. But the reality is that a lot of conversations about relationships have transcended beyond love.
Okay.
We have big indicators that tend to determine relationships these days. So if, let's say, somebody can give me a better car, housing, take care of my responsibilities, I'll be also more loyal to that person. And it could be in a marital setting, in a working environment, etc. And I think that's what we've done with our Nigerian brothers and sisters. And so, for example, Frank Nelson has been a board member, a key stakeholder in the business community in Ghana. He's married to a Ghanaian. We decided to feature him in this documentary. He has a plush house in East Legon. He's lived here for over 35 years. Upon my own personal conversations with him. Now, within that 35 years, you can imagine how many business relationships he's formed.
Same for the marriage between Charterhouse.
Exactly.
And
how many personal relationships he's formed, and how many brothers of Ghanaian origin he's had. And it's the same even for me. For example, I live with Martin Odukoya, and he's a Nigerian. We go to the same church. His children...
I didn't know you go to church anyway.
I do.
Okay.
Winners Chapel, it's in Comte 12 Tema.
Right.
And his children go to the same school as mine. And Omabolale, who is the wife, also has a great relationship with me. So that's how we've tended to live. And we portray that in this documentary.
Well, we're one, and tomorrow at 9 p.m. sharp,
It's
You can't
today,
miss
actually.
It. Say again.
Today.
Today at 9 p.m.
Yes.
Forgive me.
So our regular documentary time we've ceded to the sports department because of the special game coming up, and then we've moved the documentary that focuses on the rivalry between Ghana and Niger to 9 p.m. today. 9
p.m. That's it. So you make a date and watch, and let's know what your reviews will be. I know you're itching already to watch. You may see some Jama in there. I've not seen Nigerian Jama before, by the way. Have you?
I think they have their own way of expressing music. You just have to look at how some of the modern day musicians, like the biggest ones that we have around,
Wizkid,
that you can ever find, and you see how they tend to jump to music to get to know that. Look, we are all one and the same.
We are all one and the same.
But what they have is the market, and we don't.
Big brother things. Anyway, thank you, Roland Walker. He's our features and assignment editor here at Media General